Welcome to Unfold Data Science, friends. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. So continuing on my Python playlist, guys, this is the video on generators in Python. Okay. So I'm going to give you some examples in Jupyter Notebook about generators, and I'm going to explain you how generators work differently than Python functions. I'm also going to take some example and tell you how generators are more efficient in certain use cases. Okay. So this video is going to be short, crisp, and very beneficial for you. Just ensure you watch till end. So let's start, guys, without wasting any further time. What is generator basically? We will understand this with a simple example. Okay, so let me come to my whiteboard and I am writing a problem statement here. So my problem statement is, for example, I want you to write a function, okay, that takes n, n is an integer, okay, that takes n as input and gives list of squared numbers, okay, list of squared numbers from 0 to n. So what is the question, guys? Your function should take a number n and give me list of squared numbers from 0 to n. So if I give you 3, then you should give me 0, 1 and 4 as output. Okay, 0 to that number and squared. Fine. Now you can take two approaches here. Okay, approach 1 is you write a basic function. So what is a basic function? You will write a logic, right? You will create an empty list. You will take my number and you will append the squared numbers. First squared number here, second squared number here, third squared number here, and you will give me or return me this list. Pay attention here, guys. Okay, you will write a simple function, you will create an empty list, and you will create appending the squared numbers and give me that entire list as an output. Okay, and second approach is you will not create an empty list. Rather, you will just create a generator object. Okay, I'm just writing here. I will explain you what is this object. You will just create a generator object and you will tell me, Aman, you keep saying next, next and next, and I will keep giving you next squared numbers, next squared numbers, next squared numbers. Okay, so here, guys, you are storing the entire list in the memory. Okay, so what are you doing? You are storing the entire list in the memory. And here what are you doing? You are just generating a generator object. You are not storing anything. Here you are using a return keyword. Okay, and here you are using a keyword called yield. So the basic difference between normal Python functions and generator is normal Python functions will have return, generators will typically have yield. And normal Python functions will normally store the result in memory. Generators do not store anything in the memory. Let's see with an example, it will be absolutely clear. Okay, so let me take you to my Jupyter notebook here, guys, and we will just write here the same function. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say here def, okay, square my number or square number. I'm taking an integer as an input and I'm saying for I in range n, right, for I in range n, and I have to initiate an empty list here first. So let me say my list, or I will say my squared list is equal to an empty list for I in range n. What I'm going to do, I'm going to append the squared numbers. Okay, so I will come here and I will say dot append append. What I want to append? I want to append n square, right? And then when I come out of this, I am just going to say return my squared list. This is the normal way of writing Python functions, right? So you come here, you say like this, you pass a number, for example 3, and you get this output. Okay, it should be I basically, not N, I. Okay, and then you get a number like 0, 1, 4. So 0 is the square of 0, 1 is the square of 1, and 4 is the square of 2. Okay, this is your normal function, general function. Now the same thing how you will write using a generator is, you will come here and you will say define square number generator method. Okay, no need of this empty list, guys. Fine, no need of this empty list, no need of this appending also, and no need of this return also. Okay, so what I will simply say here is, eld I square. Okay, and run this. Now if I call this, you will see that a generator object is getting generated. Square 3, you will see this is just a generator object. It is not giving me any result. The reason for that is all the numbers are not stored in the memory. That list is not stored in the memory. Now if I want to get those numbers, it is very straightforward to do. For I in this, right, for I in squared number 3, print I, if I will say, then you will be able to see all these numbers. Print I. Okay, 0, 1 and 4. Now the important thing to understand here, guys, this is a normal function. Okay, and this is a generator. In normal function, the entire list is stored in the memory. This list 0, 1, 4 is stored in the memory, and when you are asking the return, the entire list is given back to you. Okay, here in generator function, nothing is getting stored in the memory. Okay, it just says whenever somebody asks for that function, then generate the number and give it one by one. It is not storing in memory. It is giving you one after another. First 0 is given to you, then 1 is given to you, and then 4 is given to you. Okay, now another interesting thing about generator, how it works here, guys. For example, if I take square number 3 and I kind of store it in another variable, let me insert some dummy cells here. So if I store it in a variable, let's call this variable myVar, right? MyVar is equal to this. And if you call the next method on myVar, right, for example, next myVar, so in the first iteration it will take the first number and give you the square like this. If I run next one more time, it will take the next number and give you the square. If I run one more time, it will take the next number and give you the square. So what is happening here? All the number is being given or being yielded to you one after another. It is not a complete list. One number, then the next number, then the next number, then the next number. This is how generator works. Normal Python function, everything in a giant list, store that in memory, give that back to the user when it is asked for. Okay, now this is a very simple limited number of entries list. You might not be able to feel the difference in performance, but if it's a huge list, guys, believe me, generators are very, very useful. Okay, so if you have understood the concept of generators, guys, then just like next there is one more function in generator called iter. Okay, iter comes from the iteration or iterative, you can say. You can comment me what is the functionality of this function, and you can just give me a code snippet of how this function works. Then I will understand that you understood the concept of generators. Okay, so guys, if you have any doubts, write me in comment, and please press the like button and the subscribe if you like the videos from Unfold Data Science. Please follow me on Instagram on Unfold Data Science Insta account. I will see you all in the next video, guys. Wherever you are, stay safe and take care.